Hello, my name's Sean Fackrell, and this video is a brief summary of my experience of the CT4013 Physical Computing and Programming module. Thank you for giving me some time for this interview, Sean. Tell me, what did you find most difficult on the module? I had great concerns initially, as my previous programming experience was over 20 years ago, and at that time I'd learned BASIC and COBOL. Through the module we were using the Arduino microcontroller and the Arduino microcontroller language, which is similar to C. This was completely different to what I'd learnt in the past. The syntax was different, the commands were different. However, my previous experience had furnished me with the basic concepts of sequence, selection, and iteration. And it was much to my surprise that I found that these still applied. I subsequently discovered this applies to all computer languages and not just to BASIC, COBOL, and the Arduino microcontroller language. Okay, is there anything else you struggled with? I think the other thing that I really struggled with during this module was debugging the code once I'd actually written the programs. This is probably due to the fact that it was an unfamiliar language. But I did eventually learn how to debug some of the smaller programs. I will honestly say I did struggle with some of the larger programs we did, but this will only improve with time. Thanks for your honesty. Tell me, what did you enjoy most about the module? The things I found good about the module were the fact that we were taken through every little bit step by step. By this I mean the lecturer broke it down into bite-sized chunks so that anybody could have gone into these lectures, even had no previous programming experience, and some people didn't, and they could come out with an understanding of computer languages. That's interesting. How did the lecturer achieve this? We'd start with the basics, from having an LED switch on when you press a button, to developing an interactive traffic light program, to doing things like having a flashing bike light. This really did help me, as these were set as challenges during the module. And I enjoy a challenge, although they can be frustrating, and I pulled out what little hair I had left at some points. I did thoroughly enjoy this part of the modules. I actually have some of the videos on YouTube of these challenges once they were completed. That's very interesting. Thinking about it, what are your thoughts about the module as a whole? Thinking about the module as a whole, would I have done anything differently? No, I wouldn't, to be honest with you. I made plenty of mistakes during the module, but I've learned from my mistakes. So you made mistakes. How does that make you feel now? Tackling this module has improved my confidence no end. My initial fears about my knowledge being years out of date disappeared, and it's made me want to develop my project further. Even though my assignment project is now technically finished because the module's finished, I'm going to continue to develop it by adding further functionalities such as text messaging and sending Twitter feeds to the bird feeder. I would recommend that anybody who has the remotest interest in computer languages actually tackle this module, because it gives you a great insight. Thanks for giving me this time. Is there anything else you'd like to add? In addition to this, I'll be looking for a placement in year 3 of my degree. So if you know of anybody who'd be willing to take on a material student, then please feel free to get in touch. You can get in touch with me via YouTube or via the email address at the end of the video. Thank you.